Hi everybody! Today's ink is Glacier. It is a soft blue and it is the first Star Bright ink. And as you can see, it is a shimmer ink, and for me it seems it is a white or silver shimmer with a little bit of light blue shimmer particles in it. And to be honest, I don't know why Diamine called it Star Bright, because for me it looks like any other chameleon ink. So maybe this was only a marketing gag so that more people buy the Inkvent calendar out of curiosity because they want to know what Star Bright means. To be honest, for me this was not a buy decision, because I bought it only because I was curious for the new inks and not because of Star Bright. Here you see maybe a little bit this blue shimmer particles, but I'm not sure if this is only a reflection of the light, because this ink is blue. Because on the paper I only see silver shimmer or white shimmer. So now the ink chromatography you see here. The glitter particles, and here you clearly see there is only a silver. You see we have here a gray line which does not seem to move a lot, so this is an indicator that there is a little bit of water resistance on the ink. Then here we have a very soft pink color, maybe similar to Pelikan Edelstein Rose Quartz, but much more lighter and softer in tone. And then here I have a very bright turquoise ink. So the ink on the Rhodium notepad, it looks like this. Here you see also the silver white sparkles. This was written with the Beno talisman with a medium nib. Here you see the dry time, it's by 20 seconds. And here you see the water resistance. So this ink is water resistant, you can easily restore what you have written. Surely the light blue color went away with the water, but the gray stayed behind, and you can clearly see what there was written. On the Rhodium Gold book, the ink looks like this. You see here it sparkles a lot. So if you write during the night or when it is dark, then maybe it is hard to read back because of the shininess. Here is how the ink looks on the whole page. And you see it looks really nice on the cream colored paper. But on the Rhodium Gold book I had a little bit of show through. You can see it here maybe a little bit, but it was not very drastically. Here you can see a little bit of show through from the other page, but it didn't disturb me at all. It was very light, but the ink itself, it had no bleed through, no feathering. And on the Oxford optic paper I had no show through. Here you see it on the white paper. This was all written with the Beno talisman. You also see the shimmer of this ink. It almost looks like liquid silver. Very, very beautiful. On the whole page, the ink looks like this. So, although this ink is a very light blue, you can easily read it on the page. And it is the perfect winter ink for me, because it reminds me a little bit of ice and snow. So how does the ink look when it is still wet? See here the beautiful color, and here maybe, I'm not sure, but you can see a little bit of blue sparkles. But as I said, I'm not sure if this isn't the only reflection of the light because it is a blue ink, or if there is really some kind of a light blue shimmer in it together with the silver one or the white one. But very interesting. So I really like this ink. So now the ink comparison. Here you see it with the shimmer. And I will first compare it to other inks with shimmer, and then later without the shimmer. So here we have Sub-Zero. But you see here that Sub-Zero had, I think, a blue kind of shimmer in it, and Sub-Zero was also more like a turquoise and was darker. Then I have from Dominant Industry the Glacier with shimmer, but this also has some kind of a white or silver shimmer. But you see here that the Glacier has, from Dominant Industry, has more blue and more green in it, and less gray as the Diamine Glacier has. Then I have here Snowfield, which is much more a lighter blue, like a baby blue. And then here I have Horizon from Dominant Industry, but it's also more like a turquoise. So now I come to the inks without the shimmer. I will turn the cards so that you can see it better in comparison. I have here first from not from Dominant Industry, from Diamine, from the green Inkvent One More Sleep. But you see here it's much more purple. The same with Nightshade. Then here is Bliss from the green Inkvent, but it has more green in it and is darker in tone. The Early Dusk that we had already is more blue. Then Celadon Cat is more green in color. Bow Blue is more like a baby blue. China Blue is much darker, as well as Misty Blue, and Misty Blue also has more green in it. Then Indigo is more darker. Then Prussian Blue, also it has more gray in it and is darker. Then from Wearing All Lost, first I thought maybe this would be a match, but it isn't, because Wearing All Lost is more blue in color and has less green in it, and is also maybe a little bit lighter in tone than the Diamine Glacier. Then I have here Troublemaker Abalone, but this has more green in it. Then Bleu Nuit from Herbert is darker in tone and has more blue in it. And Colorverse Rainy Day is darker in tone and has more green in it. Then Schneider Ice Blue has more blue in it. And Sailor Shikori Sasa is also darker in tone and has more blue in it. The Shitu Shitu is more green. Then from Robert Oster, Australian Opal Blue is more blue in tone, and Glacier has more grey in it. Robert Oster Ocean is also more blue. The Grey Seas has more purple and more blue in it, and is darker in tone. Miami is darker in tone and has more green in it. Muddy Water is also darker in tone and has more green in it. And Graf von Faber-Castell Gulf Blue is more blue, and Hisoko von Kyno Otto is also more green and maybe more grey. So you see, I don't have any ink that is too similar to this ink, so very well done, Diamine. I really like this ink, so because I have no two similar inks for you, I don't have a price comparison, but I hope you got a little bit impression of the ink through the comparison. So this was today's ink. See you tomorrow, and I wish you a wonderful day. Bye bye.